to account, and also how to compute and also to account for the deferred taxes. But you'll be able to see that most of the questions which we will come across at this level, they have the aspect of group accounts. For example, issues to do with engaged profit, of which all these are aspects, or these are concepts which you covered in the topic of what? Of group account. Whatever you can't be able to remember, basically will be able to remind you so that you can be able to understand how we handle those particular questions. So therefore, our main interest at this level is basically not the aspect of the current tax, but our main level here is the aspect of what? Of the deferred tax. So maybe we can start by defining what is a deferred tax. We can start by defining the deferred tax. And basically a deferred tax, from the name suggests here, to defer. Basically to defer is to postpone something and maybe do it in the future. So therefore, a deferred tax is a tax which the company was supposed to pay during the current year, but that tax has been postponed. It will be paid in the future. Or it's the tax the company was supposed to recover during the current financial year, but that tax has been deferred. It will be refunded to the company in the future. It will be refunded to the company then in the future. Because in this case, it is also important for you to recall that we have two types of deferred tax. One, we have a deferred tax liability, and then we also have the deferred tax asset. Now, a deferred tax liability, this is the tax which is payable in the future. Tax payable. These are tax which is payable in what? In the future. A tax payable in the future. Tax payable in the future referred to it as what? The deferred tax liability. On the other hand, when we talk about a deferred tax asset, this is the tax which is recoverable in the future. It is a tax recoverable in what? In the future. So therefore, this is something you need to recall from whatever you did in financial reporting and analysis. So why do we have a deferred tax? Why do we have a deferred tax? So basically, why do we have a tax which was supposed to be paid during the current year? It has been postponed, it has been deferred, and it will be paid in the future. Or we have a tax which was supposed to be recovered during the current year. It has been postponed, it will be recovered in the future. Now, deferred tax arises. Deferred tax arises as a result of the difference. As a result of the difference between what? Between the accounting profit. Between the accounting profit. And in this case, when we talk about the accounting profit, this in other terms, we also refer to it as the profit before tax. The profit before tax